The following is a WGN television sports presentation.
The Chicago Bulls are on a roll and playing their best basketball of the season. They've won 5 games in a row, each won by 10 or more points. The centerpiece of the winning streak has been Bill Cartwright. His points in the paint have opened up the perimeter for some wide open outside shooting. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen each scored season-high point totals against Golden State last week. Pippen and Jordan together have averaged 57.6 points during the 5-game winning streak. Despite the streak, the Bulls have gained only a half game on Milwaukee and Detroit. It's a slow climb to the top, starting at the summit tonight. The Bulls try to stretch their string to 6 against the Houston Rockets next. Participating advertisers in Bulls basketball are Miller High Life. Buy that man a Miller. The best comes shining through. Phillips 66, makers of high-quality super clean gasolines. That's powerful stuff. Nike, who reminds you to just do it. True Value. Got a tough job to do? You can do it with True Value hardware stores. American Airlines, the official airline of the Chicago Bulls. Your local Ford dealer. Quality people, quality products. A sellout crowd gathering in the summit as the Bulls visit the Houston Rockets for the only time this season. And good evening, everyone. This is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr, and welcome to Bulls basketball. And for those of you who perhaps follow the Bulls only on Channel 9, well, the last time you saw the Bulls play, it was in the Palace of Auburn Hills, and they were run out of the building by 21 points. But I'll tell you what, the Bulls have been something since then.
That's right, Jimmy. And that 5-game winning streak we've had since then, of course, Detroit has been one of the teams that they've got some revenge against. They beat them on Christmas Day by 11. You mentioned in the open that Michael Jordan has been terrific. Scottie Pippen has been sensational.
Really has. Both of those guys playing like the All-Stars, which they were last year in the NBA. And remember, Scottie Pippen was coming off a 2-for-16 performance in Detroit, and he is shooting 64% from the field in the 5 games the Bulls have won since then. Now, both the Bulls and the Rockets have had some days off to get ready for this game. Neither team has played since Saturday. That's unusual.
Well, that's right. You know, the Bulls have spent a lot of time on one guy, defending against one guy, while on the other hand, the Rockets have spent some time defending against the other guy. Michael Jordan being one guy defended against, Olajuwon the other. Olajuwon, one of the best centers in the game, Jimmy, really.
He really is. He's either the best, or Patrick Ewing is the best, or in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood, he is the best. But I tell you what, those 3 guys, one of them is the best center in the NBA. But Phil Jackson's got to come up with a game plan to defend this guy.
That's right. I had a chance to talk to Phil, and I said, Phil, how do you defend against superstar centers?
Well, a few centers in this league, we rotate, and we come down and double from various players. Sometimes the passer, some from across the lane, sometimes from the top. And Hakeem and Ewing are 2 of the centers, David Robinson sometimes, that we think have good enough post-up moves that we got to go down and help. Against the Lakers, of course, we do it for Magic Johnson. But this is one of those games where we have to be highly active. We have to get on our horse, get down there, double-team this man so that he doesn't tear us apart on the inside. This is a very good team when they get the ball to Hakeem where he wants it.
This is an outstanding ball club as far as the starting 5 is concerned. The Rockets bench is suspect. The Bulls will try to take advantage tonight. We'll have the introductions after these messages. Michael Jordan. So the crowd responding to the Bulls' introduction. Michael Jordan, the first one introduced here. But we will show you Horace Grant back in the starting lineup for the Bulls. He was in, he was out, he's back in again. Horace having a good season at that power forward spot.
He'll be wearing those glasses tonight, Jim, again, to help his deficiency with his eyesight.
And Scottie Pippen joins him up front. Scottie, we've already talked about the great run he's had.
Man, he's been sensational.
And so has Bill Cartwright.
Bill Cartwright, the only starter in the starting lineup that's shooting just a tad under 50%.
In the backcourt, John Paxson at one guard spot. Pax shooting very well from the field, well over 50%.
Listed up there in the top 10 in field goal percentage shooting.
And so is his running mate, Michael Jordan. And what can he do? He's led the league in scoring a number of years in a row, and now he is in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
The man does it all.
So Phil Jackson has guided the Bulls to 14 wins in the last 17 games and a 20-9 record overall. The Bulls are 7-6 on the road. And the Houston Rockets tonight, we talked about it. They start a very potent starting five, and Otis Thorpe opens at the power forward spot.
Otis Thorpe got 30 points in that blowout win that they had last year against the Bulls, 139-112.
Buck Johnson joins him up front.
He's a long-range shooter, Jim. He's a guy that you don't worry about a lot, but he puts points on the board for him.
And so does Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yes, sir. The #1 draft choice between he and Michael that year he came out of school.
In the backcourt, Kenny Smith. They acquired him in the offseason.
A new addition for him. He's tried with a couple teams, but he seems to have made a hit here with the Rockets.
And also an acquisition late last year, Vernon Maxwell.
He leads his team with 3-point field goals, Jim, and he's not afraid to put it up from there.
In fact, the Rockets as a team shot 53 threes, made 53 threes, I should say, in the month of December. Don Chaney, the head coach, they want to pick it up here at home. The Rockets feel that their 10-4 home record isn't where it should be. They should be much better than that. They have improved as a road club. They've won 6 and lost 9, but it all balances out to a 16-13 record, and Houston has really pointed for this game, much the way they did last year when the Bulls were in. The officials tonight, Ed T. Rush, Lee Jones, and you're looking at Bill Spooner.
And we're looking at a little dust off here, I think, maybe.
He has to understand that that's illegal in Texas. You're not supposed to do that down here.
No dusting allowed. What do you think about that, Lee?
Can we appeal to the officials union or something?
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Illegal.
You know, we had some guys I talked to in the hotel lobby room from where? Mexico City, Mexico?
Mexico City. A man and his son came all the way from Mexico City tonight to watch Michael Jordan.
Dust us, he said. He watches the games on WGN down there.
Here we go. Cartwright and Olajuwon, and Houston controls the tip. It's Otis Thorpe in control. Vernon Maxwell has it outside. Jordan matches up with him. Thorpe against Grant. Olajuwon, fadeaway drop step shot over Cartwright.
Oh, that's a new shot, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got him, though.
Yes.
He's got a lot of moves. Kenny Smith puts pressure on Paxson.
They may isolate a lot with Olajuwon early, see if they can get Bill in trouble, because Will Purdue really is untested against him.
And we'll see if the Bulls elect to double team on Hakeem. They talked about it. Now Jordan over Maxwell, and the game is tied. The two superstars with a hoop.
Horse apiece.
Kenny Smith acquired from Atlanta during the offseason. Maxwell, they picked him up late last year. Buck Johnson, and the entry pass to Olajuwon, and it's Olajuwon 4 and Jordan 2. Cartwright in the backcourt as they put pressure on Paxson to deny him the ball. We've played a minute, and a big crowd, although a quiet one here in the Summit. Pippen out front against Johnson. Grant turns in. Scottie Pippen dumps into the low post. Michael Jordan shoots it. Rebound fight. Horace Grant wins it over Buck Johnson. Paxson spots up. And the rebound fight to Cartwright, and he ties the ball game.
Let me in this game, he says.
Houston on the attack. Quick drive. Vernon Maxwell. Nicely done. Blew past Jordan. And now the Bulls coming back quickly. Paxson into Jordan, and a reach-in foul on Maxwell.
Foul on 11th, Vernon Maxwell.
We talked about Bill Cartwright early. He rolls in against Olajuwon, throws him back a little bit. He and Michael fight for the shot, and then Bill just posts up on the side, takes a little jumper. Good.
So the Rockets in front 6-4. Jordan in the lane, dumps a pass off to Pippen. Scottie comes off, beats Cartwright. He comes up shooting. Bill Cartwright is at 2 in a row from the same spot on the floor. And a 6-6 tie with 10 minutes left. Olajuwon, now they send help and poke it away. Cartwright trying to dig it out. They're down on the deck. Ball still loose. Olajuwon comes up dribbling. It's stolen by Pippen. Scottie Pippen on the push. He loses the handle. Tips out to Paxson. Into Grant against Thorpe. Horace takes it in the lane. He's where wise men fear to tread. Rejected out of there by Olajuwon. Maxwell is fouled by Paxson.
Well, Horace had the move, really, but he waited a little bit too long, Jim. And as he waited too long, some help came in Olajuwon's way. He just, boom, blocked that ball, knocked it out of there.
So the Rockets have it, trying to reclaim the lead. Kenny Smith working around a Thorpe pick. 8-6 Houston. Good shooting here both ways early on. 9:20 left for the quarter. Jordan against Maxwell. Cartwright enters the post. They go to him. 12 on the shot clock. Pippen juggles, backs it out against Johnson. Can't get the spacing. Jordan spins in, hangs the pass off to Cartwright. Loose on the floor, trickles out of bounds to Houston.
Bulls very, very deliberate on that possession, Jim, and come up with 0.
They're very aware of Olajuwon laying back in the middle. Here's Otis Thorpe. No foul, loose ball out of bounds to Chicago. Wow. Boy, Thorpe was in heavy traffic. 8:48 left to go in the quarter. Pippen feeds into Grant. Horace bumped out by Thorpe. Now he loses the ball.
Second turnover for the Bulls.
Thorpe drops it behind him, but a foul was called on the way to the hoop. Passing off, as it turned out. The foul is on Jordan.
2 shots they're going to give him as he came through the middle, Jimmy. So Jordan gets that first one. And 2 turnovers now for the Bulls.
Well, Houston notice Thorpe will shoot 2.
22nd timeout taken by the Bulls, who trail by 2, and 8:36 left to go in the quarter.
Normally you want to talk about your defense, but I think Phil wants to talk right now about their offense, Jimmy. They've lost it twice when it's gone in, and twice it's gone into Horace. One time, he wears those glasses to see with, not for protective abilities, and it looked like he lost the ball the one time they came in, and the other time they batted it away from him.
So with 8:36 left to go, Houston up 2, and on the line to shoot 2 is Otis Thorpe, a 67% free throw shooter. Rockets get most of their punch from that starting unit. Sleepy Floyd off the bench averages 9.7. That's a big drop. David Wood, Kennard Winchester, they're over 5. Otis Thorpe hits the free throw. Houston has had, including here on the home court, some classic fold-ups in the fourth quarter, and perhaps it's because of their lack of depth. Thorpe hits them both. Rockets in front by 4. Pippen into the front court, now to Grant. Horace spots up and fires. Horace Grant with that open shot, and the Bulls are within 2. The Bulls could use a defensive stop. Smith on the walk, guarded by Jordan. Maxwell out front against Paxson. He shoots for 3. Vernon Maxwell doesn't shoot well, less than 40% from the field, but he's a good 3-point shooter. Bounce pass into Cartwright. Olajuwon has him. Cartwright finds Grant. Horace, a little 8-footer in the lane, gets the bounce. Horace Grant with 4. The Rockets' lead is 3. Here's Otis Thorpe in the post against Grant. Jordan steals it from him. Now the Bulls out on the run. Scottie Pippen. Back to Jordan. Back to Pippen for the jam on Buck Johnson.
Buck Johnson
got taken down. No foul called. Just the basket by Pippen, and it's a 1-point Rockets lead.
The big man puts the ball down, and that's just what Thorpe did. Michael came away with it.
Now Thorpe knows how Horace has felt. Maxwell kills the dribble over the top into Olajuwon. He misses, but he's fouled by Cartwright. Good job by Cartwright.
Well, there's Thorpe, as we talked about. The guy's all over. He puts it down. Those quick hands of Jordan right around him. Now it goes to Scottie, back to Michael, back to Scottie. Pow, and Buck Johnson really puts a foul on him, but no call.
No call, and so Olajuwon gets 2 free throws here. One part of his game that's really improved. Olajuwon is the free throw percentage, 81%.
One release. Wait, stop.
It's a 2-point Rockets lead, and now it moves out to a 3-point lead. 7:22 remaining. First quarter. Bulls on a 1-game road trip into Houston. They come back to Texas later in the month, at the end of the month and 1st of February, to pick up San Antonio and Dallas. Jordan on the turnaround when Michael went into the post. Horace Grant steals the inbounds pass. Paxson feeds it back to Grant. Horace, the wide open shot. And the rebound raked down by Olajuwon. Up court, it's Vernon Maxwell. Houston the ball, a 1-point lead. Maxwell from the outside. Olajuwon tips it away. It's out of bounds to the Bulls with 6:49 remaining. A timeout taken here in the opening quarter, and Houston's lead is 15-14. This is Bulls basketball on Channel 9.
Will shoot for $25,000 cash in the Randall's remarkable $25,000 shootout. If you hold this ticket stub, please.
On February 22nd, Friday night, the Sacramento Kings in Chicago Stadium, and as a special attraction, Sports Channel presents the Gorilla. Houston in front by a point. 6:49 left in the quarter, and the Bulls the ball.
Pretty good shooting both ways. The Bulls 64%, Houston 5 out of 7, but they also have a 3-point field goal and 4 free throws.
Horace Grant looking in over Thorpe. Pippen comes across. Cartwright comes high to pull Olajuwon away. 8 to shoot. Jordan left wide open. And the rebound on the floor. Cartwright trying to save, and does to Paxson. Good play. Now Scottie Pippen trying to get something toward the hoop. Rebound fight inside. Otis Thorpe clears it for the Rockets. Houston the ball, a 1-point lead. Kenny Smith against Paxson. Kicked away to Jordan. Bulls out in a hurry. Michael Jordan and Pippen. Michael to the hoop. The finger roll gives the Bulls the lead.
Boy, he broke down the defense that way. You get those big guys running backwards, they don't jump so high, do they?
Yeah, you've got them at your mercy. That's right. You get them back on their heels. Kenny Smith with 10 on the shot clock. Buck Johnson from the outside. Johnny mentioned he can do that, and he can also put it down and take it to the basket. The Bulls turn it over. Rather simple pass from Paxson to Pippen went out of bounds. The Rockets the ball, a 1-point lead, and 5:30 left to go in the opening quarter. That's 4 Rockets turnovers. The Bulls have committed 3. Vernon Maxwell. Cartwright the rebound, knocked out of bounds by Otis Thorpe. Well, so far the Bulls holding their own on the boards.
Yeah, the Rockets have a tough time putting back-to-back wins together, Jim, and the Bulls seem to, when they do win, they can put a streak of 4 or 5 together.
Here's Jordan against Maxwell to the rack.
Yes, that's what they came to see.
Jordan's got 8, and the Bulls lead is 1. Here's Olajuwon trying to counter, and his shot goes down, and Houston takes the lead. Olajuwon with 8 points. Paxson against Kenny Smith. Works around a Cartwright screen. Leaves it for Cartwright. Cartwright against Olajuwon. 12 on the shot clock. Cartwright to the hole. Missed the hook. Gets the rebound and fires. Bill Cartwright with 3 baskets on offensive rebounds. And the Bulls lead is 1.
The Bulls have really stayed in with offensive rebounding, getting the ball back. And that's something that they've been negligent against in smaller teams.
Houston swings to Johnson. Now he drives on Pippen. Jordan blocks the shot. Second foul on Jordan. And Buck Johnson gets to the free throw line.
23, Michael Jordan.
He's a good shooter from the outside. He'd not drive that much, but if you come leaping out at him, so now Phil is going to say, no, Michael, you protect yourself. Now watch yourself. And really good players can do that.
Yep.
Michael helps. He was helping out that time, and that's when he got the foul. So he'll have to say, now you guys, I need a little help. So the first free throw of the game is missed by Buck Johnson.
After the Rockets hit 4 in a row. That one ties the contest. 20-20. 4:25 left in the quarter. Paxson on the move against Kenny Smith. Jordan down in the post against Maxwell. They stay perimeter to Cartwright. Wide left is Pippen. Now Jordan shoots it left to the key. Boy, Michael's got it stuck on automatic. He's got 10. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Michael's starting off in the post, Jim. They're not running him to the side or at the top. He's starting in the post and then going from there.
Here's Olajuwon to the baseline, surrounded. Kicks it cross court. Now they punch in, and it's stolen by Grant. Scottie Pippen on the push. Off to Jordan. Michael pulls up slack. Shoots it at the foul line and draws the foul on Vernon Maxwell. His second.
Yes, number 2 on Maxwell. Don Chaney didn't like that, but a good steal in the corner. Horace Grant protecting well. Got the ball out, and Scottie can push it up the floor with the best of them. So now we're going to see. We'll take a look here at the steal. So in the corner, Horace comes in to help out. He steps in as they try to double team on the other side, Olajuwon. So Scottie pushed it down the court. Michael got fouled. He makes the first one, and in the game comes Sleepy Floyd,
who against the Bulls doesn't sleep very often. He's had some big games against the Bulls, both with the Rockets and the Golden State Warriors, and of course he played with Johnny Bach.
Well, he played for him.
He hits 2 free throws. That's true. He played for him. Jordan's 2 free throws put the Bulls up 4, and Hakeem gets the dunk on an offensive foul on Buck Johnson.
Bill Cartwright all alone.
Made a good decision.
Yes, he did. If he goes over, it takes a step towards Olajuwon. It could be all over.
Good call.
Good call. But Bill steps right in, says, "I'll hold my ground." He takes it. Beautiful play. Buck Johnson's foul.
The Bulls the ball up 4 and 3:40 left in the quarter. Here's Scottie Pippen in on Buck Johnson. Scottie trying to get running room. What a tough shot, but Olajuwon picks it off. And now Sleepy Floyd operates it in their front court. Kenny Smith blows past Paxson. Tough shot for Kenny Smith. He's got 4. The Bulls lead is 2. 3:18 remaining in the quarter. Jordan against Floyd. Michael on the drive, in the lane, fakes in deep, tries to hand it off, tipped away to Cartwright. Now Bill fires. Rebound, Horace Grant. Back out to Cartwright. He comes up shooting again.
Yes.
Cartwright has 8. And the Bulls lead is 4.
Bill has come off of offensive rebounds and second shot opportunities and really has made the most of them.
2:55 for the quarter.
We talked how well Bill has been playing, and it shows with that offensive foul he took, Jimmy, and how he's followed up here.
Now Olajuwon from the outside. Rebound fight. Horace Grant off to Jordan. Scottie Pippen runs ahead. Jordan bursts in for the left side, all the way underneath. Turnaround jumper. Horace Grant tips it outside. It's loose to Floyd. And the Rockets in transition. Right corner shot, Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith with 6. And the Bulls lead is 2 with 2:26 left to go.
Kenny Smith with that sidewinder shot. The ball goes sideways.
Looks like the earth spinning on its axis, doesn't it?
Well, we're in a new year. Maybe we should be seeing pictures of that.
Cartwright against Olajuwon. Bill backs in, finds Paxson. Pax for 3. A little short. Buck Johnson clears it. Sleepy Floyd on the move in the front court. Floyd, a bounce pass into Otis Thorpe, bangs in on Grant. Horace snuffed the shot on him. Ball on the deck, out of bounds. It belongs to the Bulls, and a timeout taken. 1:57 left to go. Horace Grant, a good job defensively on Otis Thorpe. And the Bulls will be in possession when they come back with 1:57 left to go in the quarter. Chicago up 2.
Head coach Don Chaney and other special guests.
Well, the Bulls brought their shooting irons with them to Texas. They're shooting well tonight, and at the guard line, they're shooting well all year.
You know, there are only 2 guards in the top 10 in the league are Paxson and Jordan.
And another guy who can fill it up, Craig Hodges, has come into the lineup for the Bulls, replacing Jordan. Here's Pippen around a Cartwright screen. Boy, Scottie did a good job. Couldn't get the shot to go, nor the rebound. Horace Grant follows it in over Olajuwon. Boy, has he been active.
Each player has done a good job. Horace made a steal down there. He made the offensive rebound. He's done a real good job.
It's a 4-point lead for the Bulls. Kennard Winchester getting ready to come on for the Rockets. Here's Olajuwon against Cartwright. Now they send a double team. He reads it, finds Kenny Smith. He draws the foul, going to the hoop. He shoots 2.
Boy, what they're doing is double teaming Olajuwon with the ball. I got to leave him out there if he's going to go. If he's going to take those 20-foot jump shots, Jim, that's where you want him. He's not near the board. But they double him out there, and then you come to get Kenny Smith. He's got that speed, and if you're leaning one way, he can go by. He did and drew the foul.
He's a good free throw shooter, 85%. You know, we talked about people being here from Mexico City to watch the game. People came from Oklahoma. Mickey Allen is here to see Stacey King.
How about that? Dick Ware, coach at Riverside Brookfield High School, came down to visit his daughter so he could get a ticket to the Bulls game.
You can't get him in the stadium.
No.
Kenny Smith hits the 2 free throws. The Bulls lead is 2. Minute 17 left for the quarter. Paxson against pressure. Hesitation move on ahead to Pippen. Scotty draws traffic. They get it around to Cartwright. Boy, Bill's shot just held up there on the rim, and now the Rockets coming away with it. Sleepy Floyd unloads. He can do that. And Houston is back even at 28. 50 seconds left to go. Shot clock is at 15. Here's a pass kicked by Floyd. The Bulls get a new 24 with 42.6 seconds left. And now Winchester is in the lineup and Kenny Smith is out.
Kennard Winchester, they're getting some good long-range shooting from him.
Bulls have it in play. Horace Grant against Larry Smith, who's on. Hodges finds Pippen. Here's Hodges with a 3 on the way. Look out.
Yeah, boy.
$2.50 to charitables from True Value, courtesy of Craig Hodges.
No matter how long he sits on the bench, he comes out and still has great rhythm. What a great rhythm shooter Hodges.
The other thing that does, it gives the Bulls a 2-for-1 opportunity. Here's Winchester from the outside and a foul on Paxson. Kennard Winchester to the line to shoot 2.
I think the Bulls have to be a little more selective of when they do double Olajuwon. Twice now he's been way over on the side, and twice they've come out of it with free throws.
Winchester has it. The Bulls, Johnny Kerr, with 7 offensive rebounds in the first quarter and none for the Rockets. So now B.J. Armstrong comes in to replace Paxson.
No, he's coming in to replace Bill Cartwright. I mean, like, well, they're going to go.
Left.
They're going to keep the floor spread, figuring they'll get pressed, and they got a good, quick team in here, and guys that can shoot.
Winchester gets the bounce, and the Bulls' lead is 1.
You think Winchester goes to the Cathedral? No. I don't think so. Hodges is wide.
It's a new year, John.
It's a little early. He's got Larry Smith on him, too. He could shake him.
Armstrong against Winchester. Hodges. Rebound Pippen. Scotty lost it out of bounds. Knocked out by Houston with 1.3 left. See if the Bulls can score here in the closing second plus. Horace Grant. And that's it after 1. The Bulls lead is 1. 31-30. Back with the second quarter in a moment. On Tuesday, February 19th, the Washington Bullets in the stadium, and the first 10,000 fans 21 and older receive a Hot Hoops poster, courtesy of Miller Genuine Draft. Well, guess who's 13 years old today?
I'll just take a guess.
Not that young.
A teenager?
A teenager.
Who's that?
Cheryl Cornell.
Joe's daughter.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
She's watching the game.
Stacey King in now.
The Bulls lead is 1, having trouble against the pressure, and it is in the front court. And now they get it to Armstrong. Olajuwon is out of the game. Let's see if the Bulls take it to the hoop more. Hodges from the outside. Rebound to Pippen. Underneath, it's Hodges. He's fouled by Winchester. He'll shoot 2. Winchester with his first.
Now here's a guy that shoots. No, they said he was not shooting. How about that? How about that? Now here's a guy that shoots the threes I was mentioning, Jim, from the outside. So a player gets stuck in a corner and he races underneath. He goes without the ball. That's really key.
Scottie Pippen against David Wood, the former Bull. He was with the Bulls in training camp a couple years ago.
Larry Smith giving the work over to.
He's a good defensive player, and a jump ball is called.
Well, Stacey's got Chuck Feidel in there, and Larry Smith, who plays a lot of minutes when he was at Golden State, reaches in and gets a good play out of it.
And Feidel controls the tip. So the Rockets with a chance at the lead. 11-12 left in the half. Dave Feidel feeds it inside to Winchester. Grant pokes it away. Not on my street. And Hodges throws it out of bounds. A pass ahead to Horace Grant.
Well, Winchester thought he was all alone going in to stuff the ball.
Again, the Rockets with a shot at the lead. This is the key. The Bulls bench against Houston's bench. Floyd missing. King clears to Hodges. Hodges spins through traffic. Now gets it off to Pippen. Another foul called on Houston.
Winchester, I think, again. You know, we talked about Horace Grant having that good game. Here, Hodges overplays his man. Up goes Winchester. Not on my street, Jimmy. You said it.
So the Bulls have it in play. Still up by 1. Armstrong against Floyd. Here's King against Feidel. Wood stays with him. Doesn't go with Pippen. He didn't clear through, and now Houston coming back with it.
He beat his man. Watch out. He can shoot it from there.
And he takes it.
And he can miss it from there.
Horace Grant the rebound. Scottie Pippen has it. Leaving Wood in his wake. Pippen all the way to the hoop. Hello.
Oh, championship-style dunk. He went the whole length of the floor. Nobody got in the middle, and that's what happens. You get really upset with your bench when they don't defend the middle like that.
You know, Scotty came down as if he were counting the players. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, only 4. That means there's a lane to the hoop open. Here's Floyd under pressure. Tough shot. Stacey King, or Horace Grant comes on ahead to Hodges. And now Pippen against Wood, and he walked. Bulls in a little bit too much of a hurry trying to add to the lead. 9:51 left in the half. 33-30 Chicago. Sleepy Floyd guarded by Armstrong.
Floyd's got to feel he can beat him, but he's...
Vital against King. Winchester from the outside.
Yeah, that's one thing he can do. Yes, sir.
He's got 4 points and averages 5.5. The Bulls lead is 1. Scottie Pippen in on David Wood. Tough shot, and Vital the rebound. Again, Houston with a chance at the lead. If you didn't see the scoreboard right now, you'd think the Bulls were up by about 9. Vital brings it all the way up into the front court.
And MJ.
Sleepy Floyd got a Larry Smith screen to work around, and does. Tough shot. Houston by 1.
That's when he works best, I think, off of the screens.
Now Hodges directing traffic. Armstrong. Horace Grant. Armstrong around the Grant pick. Nice pick and roll. Horace missed the dunk, but drew the foul on Feidel. Horace Grant to shoot 2.
Well, Horace Grant went in and really slammed that ball. Looked like he had it cupped in his wrist. He gets a nice pass from BJ. He went up to bang it off, and Feidel came in with a double arm foul. So Horace gets to the free throw. Horace has had himself in quite a game, Jim. He's had 6 rebounds. He's got a couple steals, 6 points.
On the line for the first time tonight. Michael Jordan and Cliff Levingston are on for the Bulls. Hakeem Olajuwon coming in for Feidel. So the Bulls don't enjoy the Olajuwon rest for long. He's back into the fray. The game tied at 34 and 8:45 left to go in the half.
Well, both of the supers on the bench, and not much happened.
And but Michael got the longer rest.
Oh, he was coming too. He was on the runway.
Torres hits it. The Bulls by 1. Sleepy Floyd doubled in the backcourt. Still shy of the timeline. Now comes across against Armstrong. Boy, he cups it on the dribble. Sleepy Floyd around the Smith pick. Gets inside. Missed it. Tip won't go. Loose ball to the Bulls. Jordan on the drive. Beats Olajuwon ahead to Armstrong, and BJ lays it in. This is when the Bulls are at their best.
Yes, sir. Scrambling basketball, whether it's from transition or off a missed rebound.
They're up by 3.
The Bulls have done a super job of not allowing offensive rebounds to this club.
Yep. Floyd with a long one. Rebound Winchester. Won't take it up on Grant. Floyd steps up. Nearly lost it. Shot clock at 16. Wood swings to Winchester. And the rebound, a loose ball foul on...
Maybe? To Michael.
Michael's third.
No,
whoa, it's on Horace Grant, and that's his second.
That scared you, didn't it, when you saw the two of them go up in the air?
First team foul of the period going against Chicago.
So Horace Grant leaves. Cliff Levingston is in for him. Horace has done super so far. The Bulls with a 3-point lead. Sleepy Floyd, quick drive in on Armstrong.
Oh, he's just going, coming off a screen anybody he's using out there, just going right on by him for the layup.
That's what he does. Timeout Bulls, and Phil Jackson wants to talk to B.J. Armstrong and company on how to defend Floyd on that screen roll. Timeout taken with 7:40 left in the half. Bulls up by a point.
Here comes
On Saturday, February 16th, the New Jersey Nets are in Chicago Stadium, and the first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls squeeze bottle, courtesy of Yummy Grams. The Bulls doing a good job on the offensive glass tonight, and that's keeping them in front. They lead it by 1. Levingston inbounding to Cartwright. Stacey King had it knocked loose. Armstrong a pickup, 12 to shoot. Now to Jordan, down in the post. Michael's shot under pressure. He's got 14 points tonight.
Come on, under pressure.
Oh, man.
Give me a break. You think Olajuwon closing on him was under pressure? Yes, I agree with you. That was.
It's a 3-point lead.
That was under pressure.
Sleepy Floyd works the screen roll with Olajuwon. Kicks out to Wood. Now Winchester. Floyd with 9 to shoot. Into Olajuwon. Juggled away to Stacey King. The Bulls back trying to take advantage of another Houston turnover. Jordan against Winchester. Leaves it for Armstrong. BJ looking for King. Comes to Levingston out high. Cartwright wide right, guarded by Smith. Jordan from 20. Michael Jordan with 16. And the Bulls have their biggest lead at 5.
Well, the Bulls have got 2 postmen in there now. They've got Cartwright and they've got King posting down low. Cliff out high, and they've got to really defend down low, and it's left Michael open. They can't handle him one-on-one.
He's 7 for 10 from the field. Winchester fakes on Levingston to the hoop. Tough shot. Stacey King the pickup. Boy, the Bulls are doing a good job in defensive rotation. And now Armstrong eyeballs the court, gets it to the hot hand, and Michael delivers again. He's got 18. And Don Chaney is going to burn a timeout here with 6:12 left. In the half, he's going to try to get 3 starters back in the lineup. 6:09 left in the first half. It's the Bulls by 7, 43-36.
It's time for basketball on the road.
Say, folks, the next time the Bulls come to Texas, you can come along. On January 31st, the Bulls come down to take on the San Antonio Spurs. Round-trip airfare, deluxe accommodations, ground transportation, parties, and tickets to the game are all included. Spaces are limited, so call 312-939-1135. That's area code 312-939-1135.
That should be a good one, huh? San Antonio.
Mr. Robinson's neighborhood.
Yes.
The Bulls have nudged up over, well, they're right at the 50% mark now from the field, fueled by Michael Jordan's 8 for 11. Kenny Smith back in the lineup. Armstrong guarding him. Shot clock at 9. They go into Thorpe, and a foul on Cartwright guarding him. Bill Cartwright with his second.
Yeah, they switched over and put Stacey King on
Olajuwon
that time. No, I don't know if they just got, yeah, they did. They just got hit in a switch.
Buck Johnson to make the inbounds pass. 5:58 left in the half. Kenny Smith against Armstrong. Vernon Maxwell works on Jordan around the pick by Thorpe. Thorpe rolls out of it. Now they swing it right side to Johnson. Into Hakeem. The Bulls send a posse. Olajuwon 10 to shoot. Under pressure. Tough shot.
Yes, sir.
Olajuwon with 10. Now he knows how Michael feels.
That was a tough shot.
Here's Jordan against Maxwell. Michael with no room on the side. Now King comes out to set the screen. Jordan gets picked up by Thorpe way out on the floor. 10 to shoot. Michael's saying, now what do I have here? He finds Levingston. Levingston shot over Johnson. Long rebound to Levingston. He picks it up. Man, what's the call? A foul on Houston.
It's Olajuwon for his
first? If it's on Maxwell, it's his third. You're right. It's on Olajuwon, his first.
His first personal foul.
14 fouls on Houston, and 5:15 left to go. In the first half, the Bulls in front by 5. Inbounds pass kicked by Buck Johnson. So they come in with a full 24. Levingston comes into Cartwright. King has it.
Ooh, Michael had a little post up.
Now he's got it in the post, shoots it over Maxwell. Man, Michael with 20, 9 for 12 from the field, and the Bulls lead is 7.
They don't have anybody who can put defensive pressure on him to make him work that hard. He's going down the post to get the ball.
Here's Olajuwon trying to answer. Steps in with a hook, left it short. Now he comes back with his follow. He may be walked.
Well, that's what happens when you give him a second shot at it. That's why I say I like him way out taking that shot.
Over the top pass stolen by Olajuwon, intended for Jordan. And now Kenny Smith burns it up the floor in the dribble. Off to Buck Johnson for the layup. And Houston scores in transition. The Bulls lead is 3. 4:30 left. Armstrong calling a play. Livingston looks in.
Whoa.
And Kenny Smith steals the pass from Livingston. He's got a dunk this time.
Passing lane. Right in the passing lane. A chest pass. And Kenny says, I'll take it in.
6 in a row for Houston. It's a 1-point lead for the Bulls and a timeout Chicago. 4:13 for the half. We'll be back to the Summit in Houston in a moment. We'll keep it here with this 1-point lead for the Bulls. At halftime tonight on Channel 9, the NBA goes international. We talked about fans from Mexico City arriving here in Houston to watch the game. And we also will have the news break, first half study of the first half, and then highlights and statistics as well.
Jimmy, that last play that we saw, Cliff Livingston made a pass, and it's difficult, but he steals the ball with the back of his hand. He's watching his man, but he had his hand up. A bounce pass might have got there, something else. But Kenny Smith, with just putting his arm out, makes the steal and gets a slam dunk. And that caused Phil to take his time out as the Bulls only have a 1-point lead.
After leading by 7. That's 8 Bulls turnovers now, 7 for the Rockets, but the Bulls with 6 steals against Houston's 4. Well, a lot of Bulls fans are here watching the ball game. Mickey Chalawa back in Chicago. We wish him a speedy recovery. His son and grandson are here watching the game. And we'll be back with you on Channel 9 Saturday night. Cleveland Cavaliers with a bullseye at 7 o'clock Chicago time. A reminder, for the best selection of Bulls hats, t-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise, visit the official Bulls team shops at any one of the 18 Chicagoland Carson Peary Scott stores.
Well, the Bulls make some insertions back in and get their starting lineup. As Jordan and Paxson are in the backcourt, Cartwright, Scottie Pippen, and Horace Grant up front.
And Houston with its first 5 on the floor as well. The Bulls to work at the length of the floor. Full court press here by Houston.
The Bulls bench didn't quite come up with a good effort that time today.
They scored 5 points. A hoop by Armstrong and a 3 by Hodges. Here's Cartwright against Olajuwon. Drops it for Jordan. 10 on the shot clock. Jordan against Maxwell. Turns it in. Cartwright to the rack.
Good play. Bill, a delayed start, but if he started any quicker, he would have caused a lot of commotion down there. Good play.
Michael Jordan setting it up. Drew Olajuwon to him. A 3-point lead for the Bulls. Thorpe into Olajuwon. Backs in on Cartwright. Sideways shot. Hakeem Olajuwon with 14. So the Rockets stay within 1. Here's Jordan against Maxwell. Around a Horace Grant screen. Thorpe jumps at him. Michael's outside shot. Olajuwon the rebound, and Houston looks for the lead. Quick throw into Thorpe. Kicks out to Maxwell. His 3 try. Long rebound. Cartwright cuts it off. And the Bulls back with a 1-point lead as we near the 3-minute mark for the half.
I don't know if you could hear Phil saying, let's run. They want to run, get this team tired up.
Here's Scottie Pippen wide open. Boy. That shot has to be made. And now Kenny Smith back to Thorpe, and he walked.
Oh, good play. Don Chaney going berserk down by his bench. It's a tough angle to get the ball into a big man from the wing coming in at the top of the key. He'd be better off taking it in himself and chasing the big man Thorpe out to the wing.
Let's see if the Bulls can take advantage. 2 guys in deep. Cartwright missing, and Olajuwon the rebound. Smith ahead to Johnson. He runs over Pippen. Offensive foul. Buck
nice.
Johnson with his second foul.
Both of them are coming that way. One he got running over Bill Cartwright.
This is where the Rockets are really frustrated with his play.
Yeah,
they feel he's been in the league long enough now. He should make better decisions than this.
You know who got caught in that last year was Scottie Pippen.
Yep.
You know, he would lose control of what was going on.
Jordan around a Cartwright, screens. Missed the shot over Olajuwon. The long up court pass to Maxwell. In on Paxson. Oh, he makes the basket. Tough shot because Pax was there trying to take the charge. Houston in front by 1. One of the rare shots Jordan has missed tonight. Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant. Now Pippen, guarded by Johnson. All the way inside, off to Cartwright. Cartwright gives it up to Paxson. Now Jordan, open shot, left to the key. Michaels missed 2 in a row, and Olajuwon is getting every defensive rebound now. It was the offensive rebounds keeping the Bulls in the ball game early. Cartwright steals the pass, and a foul on Olajuwon. That's his second.
Bill Cartwright with a good play. For 1 second, Olajuwon was open, and Bill got in front of him as that bounce pass come in. Hakeem commits his second foul. That's just enough now to put them over the limit, and Cartwright will go to the line and shoot 2 free throws.
Cartwright with 10 points tonight. His free throw percentage on the climb at 73%.
Right, 1 plus the penalty.
Pace actually is at a Bulls pace right now. Fairly quick. They feel that Houston doesn't have the depth, and so if the Bulls can maintain this pace, they feel the Rockets will wither later on. But the thing is, both teams have been off since Saturday, so fatigue shouldn't really be a factor tonight. Ain't nobody logging heavy minutes this week. Horace Grant, but it's tracked down by Maxwell. Horace tried to keep that rebound alive. Maxwell has lost the dribble. Kenny Smith from way outside. And Otis Thorpe the rebound. So Houston with an offensive rebound. 1:29 remaining in the first half. Here's the outside shot by Thorpe. He's not known for that, but he's got his first basket of the game. 4 points for Thorpe. And Houston in front by 2. They wiped out a 7-point Bulls lead. Cartwright, a bounce pass to Pippen. Scottie spins free, little half hook. Can't get the bank, nor the tip. Loose ball foul on Houston. And Pippen to the line to shoot 2. The foul is on Buck Johnson, his third.
That's his third personal foul.
Scottie can't get one to go in, Jim. He can't get a hoop to fall. He's 2 for 8 from the field, but he made a good head fake underneath, got everybody up, threw it up, then tried to go surround it.
The good thing about it, John, is he's not forcing things. These are good shots.
Yeah,
coming to him in the offensive rhythm, the flow of the game.
Let's see if Michael Taxi's in on this one.
Yeah, he's on the active runway, and he's in front of Maxwell. But the free throw is made. He wants Guy to make the first and miss the second.
Yes.
He's going to split it. Houston on the move, and Buck Johnson tips in the miss by Maxwell. So the Rockets are in front by 3, 52-49. We're inside of a minute. Houston with all the momentum here in the half. Here's Jordan. 12 to shoot. Michael doubled up. Paxson wide open from 20. Rimming. No, but tipped in by Grant. Horace Grant with 10. And the Bulls are within 1 with 43.6 left. Buck Johnson against Pippen. 3 try by Maxwell. That's a 25-footer. Vernon Maxwell with his second 3 of the game. He's got 10, and Houston leads it by 4. Paxson enters it into Cartwright. 14 on the shot clock. Cartwright against Olajuwon. Horace Grant tips it in the air. It's still loose. The Rockets on the run. Buck Johnson for the jam. And it's Houston out on the break in transition. They open up a 6-point lead. A 13-point swing here late in the first half.
Bulls have fallen apart in the last minute and a half, Jim. Defensively.
They'll play for 1 inside of 10 seconds. No, Paxson takes the 3. It was there. Horace Grant tipped it away, but to Smith, and Johnson another run-out dunk. The Bulls have fallen asleep.
Yes.
in the last 2 minutes. Horace Grant with a 50-footer short. And it's the Houston Rockets who have wiped out the 7 points Bulls lead and walk off leading by 8. 59-51, the halftime score here in the Summit. Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr back in Houston. The Bulls frittered away a 7-point lead late in the first half and now trail 59-51 at halftime. The Bulls did some things well, though, statistically speaking, in that first half. They, well, first of all, they rebounded very well offensively.
They did, Jim. They were able to control the offensive boards. They had 11 offensive boards and did a good job, but they got a little sloppy last minute and a half of play.
Didn't shoot the ball extremely well, 42%. Houston at 57%. And the Rockets out-rebounded the Bulls, as it turns out, 23-19. Defensive rebounds went to Houston, 17-8. 10 turnovers and 8 for the Bulls as we check out the Phillips 66 halftime stats. Michael Jordan with 20 points in the contest. Bill Cartwright has 11. Horace Grant with 10. They're the 3 Chicago players in double figures. Scottie Pippen a 2 for 8 first half from the field. Houston with 4 starters in dubs. Olajuwon with 14 and 8 rebounds. Buck Johnson 11 points, 5 of 5 from the field. Vernon Maxwell with 10, 2 3-point goals, and Kenny Smith with 10 points and 7 assists. Michael Jordan and the Bulls needing to come back and get this one. Michael will be there All-Star Weekend. Bulls fans, you can win a trip for 2 to see the 91 All-Star Game by predicting the starting lineups. Send your lineups on a postcard to Miller Genuine Draft All-Star Voting Sweepstakes. Post Office Box 332, Milwaukee 53201. Here's Jordan under pressure, finds Cartwright. Good pass, good recognition, and Cartwright has 13. Good start for the Bulls.
Yes, it is. They went at him full court, tried to trap him. Scotty broke it very easily. Michael had the shot, passed it up when he saw Bill wide open, and Bill slammed it.
Now the Bulls need a defensive stop. It's Thorpe against Grant, and we get a basket counted and a foul. On the side. Foul before the shot. Foul on Horace Grant, his third. So Houston will throw in with a new 24.
Otis Thorpe really gets good position for power forward. You talk about Buck Williams and Charles Oakley.
There he is again. Jordan a missed steal, and Otis Thorpe's got the jam. The defensive rotation just a step slow that time. So Houston back up by 8. Cartwright strayed high on the floor, hoping Olajuwon would come out, and now he does. Cartwright with 12 to shoot. Jordan against Maxwell, double team. Paxson left open. Boy, Paxson scoreless in the game. They've got to run out to Kenny Smith, and he's got it done.
They had 3 guys on a run out after a missed shot. Pax really needs to hit a hoop there to tighten these guys up.
Houston has a 10-point lead with 10:49 left in the third.
Boy, 3 of them ran out that time.
Yep. On those long shots, they just release. They have that much confidence, of course, in Olajuwon and Thorpe to get the rebound.
That's right. You got a leader in the league getting them.
Here's Jordan from the outside. Michael can't get the shot to roll in. Olajuwon triggers to Kenny Smith. And again, it's Houston in transition. Kenny Smith over Paxson, and a blocking foul on Paxson. That's his third. 2 team fouls.
Foul call on Paxson. Paxson is third personal foul. Team second.
Tried to take that offensive foul, but they wouldn't buy it.
Buck Johnson inbounding to Thorpe. Maxwell for 3. Jordan the rebound. Jordan surveys the floor, takes it all the way in on Buck Johnson, and draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Buck Johnson doesn't want to be around there. That's his 4th. Michael was he just lopes down the floor with it, waiting to see what's going to happen. Nothing happened. He just kept backtracking. Michael says, if I can get this close, I know I got to take it in. He takes it on in, jumps up.
He counted noses, and he knew Hakeem was behind him. Michael's got 21 points in the game. He hit 9 of his first 12 from the field. Since then, he's missed 4 in a row. David Wood is in. Buck Johnson is out. Houston in front by 9 and 10-12 left to go in the third. Jordan again.
Bulls might want to get some play out of, a little more play out of Hodges in this game in the second half too, Jim.
Yeah, 8-point lead for the Rockets. The Rockets have not held leads in the fourth quarter at home on occasion, so the Bulls have a shot at it. Maxwell again for three, wide left. It stays in the building and on the floor, and Cartwright grabs it. Here's Jordan on the drive past Maxwell. Off to Cartwright. Oh, he missed the layup. Loose ball to David Wood. And now Houston in transition. Kenny Smith swatted away by Grant. Thorpe reload, blocked by Grant. A foul on Grant, his fourth.
Tough play for Horace. He did just about everything he had to do. He blocked the first shot on Kenny Smith, who made a great move going to the hoop. A 20-second timeout now called by Houston.
9:40 left in the third.
He's really upset. He's trying to get a break here, and Phil is out there saying, what are you talking about here? But Horace came over and made a nice play on Kenny Smith. Bill was just a second behind on the, there's a technical
foul on Horace Grant, but it's Houston in transition again, putting pressure on the Bulls defense, and Grant recovers to make the block, and then Horace goes up again and blocks it by Thorpe, but they call the foul. That technical is on Phil.
Yeah, Horace had 3 blocks in the first half.
Technical foul on Phil Jackson. Stacey King coming in for Horace Grant with 9:40 left. We're in the third. We'll have a chance to look at that from down on the floor. The whole series, it looked like all ball, and that's why Horace is upset.
Hey, Ed, was that on Phil?
Anyway, David Wood shoots the technical.
He just came in the game, didn't he? David
85% free throw shooter. That's his first point tonight.
Stacey King comes in for Horace. Horace really did an outstanding job. That looked like it should have been his 4th block shot.
Otis Thorpe, 2 for 2 free throwing, 2 for 3. And that's about it, 67% for him. Houston's lead is 9, 9:40 left in the third. Plenty of time for the Bulls here tonight. Second free throw missed, and Stacey King the rebound. So Otis Thorpe 0 for 2. That trip to the line, and it's Paxson in the front court against Kenny Smith. Jordan against Maxwell. Takes the outside shot. Not dropping now. Olajuwon the rebound. Michaels missed 5 in a row from outside. Houston on the run. Thorpe missed the dunk, drew the foul, and everything they get is in transition, taking advantage of the Bulls' cold shooting.
Scottie Pippen that time stepped in. You're right. Michael missed the outside shot, and they are coming down. They're not going even into the half-court offense, Jim. They're right down, and the only thing they get going for him here is that Thorpe could miss a couple more.
And he misses the first one.
Well, he got the old hat trick there, 3 in a row. Be a little action down on the line now. David Wood will be going at it real good with Stacey King.
He makes that one. 10-point lead for the Rockets. Paxson brings it up. Kenny Smith on him. Cartwright against Olajuwon. Olajuwon contests everything. Here's King. Oh boy. Leaves it for Cartwright. And a 3-second call against the Bulls. And that was Olajuwon making that happen.
All he had to do was turn around. King and Cartwright too close together down there. So things slowly falling apart here for the Bullies. It started with about a minute and a half, Jim, left in the first half.
And their 7-point lead turned into an 8-point deficit. Thorpe the layup on screen roll.
Great screen. And got rewarded with it.
He's got 5 points in this quarter, 9 in the game, and Houston's lead is 12, and Phil Jackson takes time. 8:49 for the third. The Rockets in control, 67-55. Hello, champ.
When you talk knockout punches, Buster, you're talking to Vander Holyfield. That's right. You're talking to Vander Holyfield, right, Buster? He's in Atlanta.
The game warning has been whistled against the Bulls with 8:49 left in the third.
And that's just for not coming out of the timeout when they were supposed to.
Scott Williams has come on, replacing Stacey King. Pippen, Paxson, Jordan, and Cartwright rounded out. The Bulls down by 12. And there's been plenty of slippage here since As Johnny mentioned, about the 3-minute mark of the first half with about 3 minutes left.
Oh, Michael slipped
threw
right
it
down,
away.
yep.
The wheels are coming off one by one.
Well, Scott Williams gets a call here. Phil evidently not happy with anything he's seen off the bench up front.
Well, Phil
and Morris in trouble.
Phil watched his club go down by 27 points here last year. Kenny Smith trying to get him in their half-court set. Otis Thorpe around Jordan, blocks the shot, and now the Bulls out with it. Thorpe went around Williams, but Jordan picked him up. Here's Paxson. Can't get free. Pippen now on the cut, drops it out to Paxson. Tough shot. And the rebound to Cartwright. Follow over Olajuwon. Nope. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Houston. The Bulls are going to have another chance at it.
Boy, Bill takes a little time to load up that shot. You see Olajuwon closing on him. Now Armstrong is going to come in for John Paxson.
B.J. Armstrong into the game for John.
Well, Michael Jordan just slammed a premier power forwards inside slam dunk.
New 24. The Bulls come into Jordan. Scott Williams with a half hook. And Otis Thorpe the rebound. Pippen knocked it loose, but Kenny Smith picks it up. His shot from 20. Wow! Kenny Smith with 14. And Houston leads by 14. The Bulls with one basket so far in the second half and 7:50 left in the third. Jordan against Maxwell. Shoots it over Olajuwon. Finally, Michael regains the shooting touch. He's got 24. But Houston's lead is 71-55. And it goes to Thorpe. Thorpe against Williams across the lane. Hook shot, no. Jordan picks off the rebound, and the Bulls come back with it. Bulls have more than 55 points in this game. Jordan off the drive draws the foul. They haven't put the Bulls' last basket up, and now they do, and a foul called against Otis Thorpe. So Michael Jordan shoots two. Boy, these are those tough yards that Michael Jordan gets for you. You think of him sailing to the hoop, spectacular dunks, uncanny outside shooting, but he gets you those tough yards too. 25 points. Houston has too many points, and the Bulls had too few. That was the problem with the scoreboard. Now it is 69-59. The Bulls are within 10.
Scott Williams with a chance to play here a little bit again. These are things that coaches will remember how he does, and if he moves up in that rotation.
Yep. Houston fires it on ahead to Thorpe, and now back out to Kenny Smith. They got Jordan on Smith, Armstrong guarding Maxwell. 10 on the shot clock. Thorpe looking in over Williams. To Hakeem for the jam. Good play. Olajuwon with 16. Armstrong has lost the dribble. Pippen shoots the outside shot. Boy, Scotty is stone cold. Kenny Smith the pick off. And Jordan steals the up court pass. Jordan against Wood. Gets doubled up. Cross court to Armstrong. 10-footer in the lane. Bank shot. Oh, man. BJ with 4. Only Vinnie Johnson hits that one.
All right, Bulls need to close the door here a couple times, Jim. 2 hoops will get them right back in.
Maxwell against Jordan. Hobson ready to come on for the Bulls for the first time. Thorpe against Williams. Olajuwon fires. And the rebound to Jordan. Boy, Michael now is getting all the defensive rebounds for the Bulls. Jordan comes back against Maxwell. Zigs and zags and fires it up there. Michael Jordan starting to come to life. Offensively, he's got 28. Well, and the Bulls are within 8.
There's 2. They need another stop and get 2 more, and they're right in it. There'll be a timeout by Chaney.
Kenny Smith pressured by Armstrong.
And it was the time they let Olajuwon take that shot on the outside and didn't double him.
Maxwell around the Otis Thorpe pick, and Williams slips trying to defend. Now Thorpe in the post kicks out to Smith for 2. It's a 2. His foot was on the line. Kenny Smith with 16. Houston back up by 10. Pippen against Wood. Scotty looking for his offense somewhere. Armstrong steps up. Scotty Pippen missed the tip dunk. And now Maxwell in transition takes it in the lane, and Armstrong steals the ball. It's kicked away into the corner. Armstrong a re-steal, a throw ahead to Pippen, now to Jordan. Something special in the air.
That's right.
He's got 30.
Woody closed in on him. Didn't have a chance, though. David Wood closing, and a good play to keep it in bounds by Armstrong.
4:50 for the third. Now Olajuwon against Cartwright. Drop step fadeaway. Man, he's made his career with that move. 18 points for him.
Bulls can't get off this 10 now. They got it down to 8. Oh,
Off
offensive.
the ball.
No, stay here.
Called on Houston. And Pippen shoots.
Well, David Wood.
A 13 foul.
David Wood gave it the real act as Scotty went to post him up. Wood gets fouled with it. Dennis Hobson now in for Scottie Pippen.
The Bulls have it in play to Cartwright. Armstrong against Kenny Smith. Around the Williams pick, but he didn't wait long enough for the bodies to come together. See,
the timing, yeah.
Right. You can't dribble past your screen before the intersection, the point of decision is there.
Well, it's not up to the big man either. It's up to the guard to drive the man into you.
Exactly.
Olajuwon bangs in a jumper.
He's got 20. And Houston leads it by 12 again with 4:07 left. See, these are the decisions that we talk about in pro basketball. Cartwright.
It's the steal.
Hobson. Stone Cold off the bench. Rebound into the corner. Scott Williams, good hustle. And now Hobson to the hoop. No foul, no basket. And Houston going the other way.
Olajuwon down on the deck.
David Wood on the reverse layup.
Olajuwon really hurting, laying on the floor. Melchiori wants to come out and see him. Cartwright goes in.
Misses the layup. Ball on the floor, out of bounds to the Bulls. And now, what's happening to Hakeem Olajuwon? Houston opens up a 14-point lead with 3:32 left in the half.
He really got hurt when Hobson came in for that high shot. He put off the glass, and then all the action down in this end. Cartwright missed a shot. Jordan couldn't pick it back up.
3:32 left in the third, I should say. And Hakeem Olajuwon's got 18 rebounds in the game.
He has done a job. See if we can see what happens here before we go away for a timeout.
Bill
came up and really got cranked with an elbow.
And a full timeout taken as the Rockets look at their superstar Hakeem Olajuwon. We'll be back to the Summit after these messages.
You awake? You awake?
Well, the Houston Rockets have brought a stretcher out for Hakeem Olajuwon. You know what you fear now, John, is perhaps a neck injury of some kind.
Yeah, absolutely. Olajuwon was playing extremely well, Jim, as he took charge of the boards, 18 rebounds, and Larry Smith helps Ray Melchiori as they lead off the floor. Well, we hope that nothing serious. It looked just like a collision. We'll take one more look at it. It looked like when Hobson came in for the shot, everybody came to rebound, and Cartwright jumps in, and it looked like he got hit either by Wood or by Bill Cartwright, and down he went. It might have snapped his neck, Jim, turned his neck a little bit. So who comes in the game here now? Larry Smith comes in. I don't know what they're booing at.
Houston has Thorpe, Smith, Maxwell, well, both Smiths and Wood. And the Bulls with King, Williams, Jordan, Armstrong, and Hobson. And it's Houston in front by 14. Kenny Smith is open. Man, he's on fire.
The two guards, they come around the screen, and our guards are just not going behind, not fighting through the screen.
Houston has its biggest lead at 16. Stacey King. Armstrong with 10 to shoot. Hobson against Wood. In it goes to Scott Williams. B.J. Armstrong, 4 on the clock. Michael Jordan bails him out with the outside jumper. He's got 32, and the Rockets' lead is 14.
That ball went all the way around the horn to the weak side, went in the pivot, back out around to Jordan with 4 seconds. He had to hit about a 19-foot jumper.
The Bulls have to understand Olajuwon is not in the game anymore.
Now, all they're doing
is... You don't have to give much attention to Larry Smith.
But what they're doing is setting that screen and roll. They're running by it every time. Smith comes by it. We saw Sleepy Floyd get his points on that earlier.
So on the foul is Otis Thorpe back on the line.
B.J. leaves and
Craig Hodges comes in. 2:36 left in the third. A real hush here in the Summit with Hakeem Olajuwon going off on a stretcher. You know, actually, when you look at the replay of that rebound sequence, it didn't look any more violent. Any more physical than any other play in or in any NBA game that you'd see.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was just guys going for a rebound, a missed shot.
Yep. 16-point lead for Houston.
The players are so big, Jimmy, so strong.
Here's Dennis Hobson backing it out, trying to get spacing. King against Wood, misses the layup. And it's out of bounds to Houston.
Well, you got to be able to work on this guy, Wood. Here's a guy who was out. One of the last cuts by the Bulls, a CBA player.
Rockets really are full of players like that.
You're right.
Off the bench, I mean. And yet their bench is outperforming the Bulls bench.
It is, isn't it?
Jordan slides through to pick up Maxwell. 10 to shoot. Maxwell now off the drive.
Oh, what a tough hoop he made. What a tough hoop he made.
He's got 12, and Houston's lead is 18. Dennis Hobson, guarded by Thorpe.
Larry Smith down in the pivot. All he's going to do is put 2 arms on the back of...
Here's Hodges spotting up from the outside. It's a 2-point field goal. Hodges has 5 points tonight. Houston's lead is 85-69 and 1:30 remaining.
Let's see if Kenny Smith goes over on the side and the forward comes up to screen for him.
That's what it is. Screen roll with Thorpe setting it. He slips out, goes to the hoop. Nice play.
They executed it well. If anybody's taken a little film of this game, buddy, the Bulls will be seeing screen and roll solidly the rest of the year.
Jordan under double team pressure. Gets it off to Hodges, another 2. And Thorpe the rebound. Houston with a chance to go up 20 with 1:04 left to go in the third.
A repeat of last year's game. I mean, it just kept getting bigger and bigger. The Bulls couldn't do anything to get it together.
And eventually it was the Rockets by 27 last year. Maxwell off the drive, and it's knocked away by Jordan. Off Maxwell. Fans want a foul. I don't say as I blame them.
Cartwright has shot well and defended well against Olajuwon. Grant has played really well, but outside of that and the points that Michael has put on, the Bulls have not had a good effort.
The Bulls outside Hobson, down 18, 40 seconds left in the third. Pass into Jordan, stolen by Maxwell.
Maxwell saying, give me a break. The guy's beating me to death down there. There's a technical
foul on Don Chaney.
They wouldn't take it from Maxwell, but Chaney, so now that's a technical piece on the coaches. He'll stroll down. Jordan will go to the free throw line. 29.6.
And the Bulls are down 18. Michael Jordan misses the free throw. He's 6 for 7 on the night from the foul line.
Now, this is a game where Scottie Pippen is having a bad game, and he and Michael have really carried the ball club through some tough times with their tremendous scoring and their high percentage field goal shooting. And now one of them drips down. Somebody else has got to step up and take up that slack.
10 to shoot. About 10 difference. Kenny Smith on the drive against Hodges. Thorpe. Otis Thorpe on fire in the second half. 15 points, 11 in the third, and Houston leads it by 20. And remember, Hakeem Olajuwon is out. Jordan against double team pressure is fouled by David Wood. That's the second foul on Wood.
They had a foul to take. He wasn't trying to take it. He was just trying to double team Michael. So with 4.1, they'll come in again.
Into King. King turns in the lane. Now to Jordan down the lane. He can't get the layup, and the tip is too late. And Houston leads it by 20 after 3. It's the Rockets 89, the Bulls 69. And the sellout crowd gives the home team a standing ovation. On Friday, February 22nd, the Sacramento Kings are in, and Sports Channel presents the Gorilla. Hakeem Olajuwon left the game late in the third quarter on a stretcher. The report was he was hit in the right side of the face and apparently knocked unconscious. But we have no update as to that initial report. The Bulls 29% from the field in the third, and the Rockets 68%, and Houston in possession as the fourth quarter began.
Jimmy, the score was 79-65. The Bulls were outscored 20-4 after Olajuwon left.
And the Rockets in front by an even 20. Vernon Maxwell trying to get free. Works around a Thorpe pick. And then fires. Man, everything the Rockets send up there is going in. 14 points for Maxwell. Here's a 39% field goal shooter. Having the kind of night Larry Bird would be proud of. In the weave, Hobson. Hodges. Pippen open. Boy, Scotty 2 for 11. Loose ball to Horace Grant against Thorpe, and a foul called on Thorpe. And that's his second. Now Houston gets Winchester back in the lineup. The Bulls to throw in, sideline out of bounds. This is David Wood, Kennard Winchester, Larry Smith, Otis Thorpe.
The Bulls can't make a dent.
Yep, and Sleepy Floyd. And the Bulls are down 22. 9 on the shot clock. Pippen outside.
They got to go for a long one.
Scotty takes up the slack on Wood. Finally gets a basket. Pippen with 7 points, his first 2 in the second half, and Houston's lead is 20. The Bulls needing to do something defensively to take the Rockets out of the rhythm of this screen roll that they have been living on the entire second half. Over the top, Larry Smith. Missed the layup. Loose ball foul, Houston. It's on Otis Thorpe. Otis Thorpe with his third. Second team foul. The Bulls get the defensive stop they were after. You know, 7 or 8 in a row, you're sort of back in it. 10:25 remaining. Pippen off the drive, gets bumped, no call, no basket, cleared out of there by Thorpe. Floyd runs the show for the Rockets.
Come on over, give me a break.
Around the Thorpe screen. Livingston blocks the shot. Thorpe the cleanup and layup. Otis Thorpe.
Two-man basketball. Two-man offensive basketball.
Has taken the Bulls right out of this game. Houston in front by 22.
The Bulls look offensively now like they have no clue. Horace with a rainmaker from the outside.
12 points for him.
12, yeah.
93-73. Each time they come down and run screen roll, the Bulls act as if they haven't seen it. Winchester looks in. Oh, missteal Pippen. Wood takes up the slack. Thorpe over Grant. Rockets are really shooting the lights out. Craig Hodges runs the show for the Bulls. An alley-oop to Pippen doesn't work, and Thorpe takes it down. So it's a replay of last year when Houston won 139-112. They're in front by 22 with 9:08 left. Larry Smith has his shot blocked not once but twice, and a foul is called on Cliff Livingston. Buck Johnson is in and David Wood is out.
David Wood, they love him here. Buck Johnson, who was 5 for 5 in the first half, really didn't have anything to do with that third quarter.
Larry Smith on the season is 1 for 6 as a free thrower. Now he is 1 for 7. Scottie Pippen takes down the rebound.
Man, that's only 15 foot, that stripe. That was about 18 footer he shot.
Hodges for 3. Winchester the rebound. Ahead to Floyd and on Pippen. Sleepy Floyd has it poked away, but Winchester the pickup. Buck Johnson against Hodges. I can take him.
Oh, yeah?
Now he's in a crowd. They finally miss a field goal, and Hobson gives it up to Hodges. Scottie Pippen. Hobson. Hodges again for 3. His second 3 of the game. 2?
Yeah, had a toe on the line, they said.
20-point lead for Houston with 8:23 left. So the Houston Rockets about to halt the Bulls' winning streak. But they may have won the battle, but they could have lost the war, depending on the injury situation to Hakeem Olajuwon.
The fans are amazed they have missed a couple shots.
Scottie Pippen against Buck Johnson. Hodges around a Livingston screen, and then the pass to Livingston is out of bounds because he got tangled up with Sleepy Floyd. But one team can't run the screen roll,
that's
and
right.
the other one.
They have not got tangled up, and they've run it 15 times. And we've ran it to one time.
7:45 remaining. Hard to believe, late in the first half, the Bulls were up 7. And looking good. But since then, it's been...
It's not hard to believe that they were up. It's hard to believe that they let it go.
Buck Johnson is fouled by Pippen. Since that time, it has been part 2 of the nightmare in the Summit from last year.
Well, you talk about the screen and roll. Here, Cliff Livingston sets the screen and roll, and Hodges comes around it. But Cliff can't break loose.
Sleepy Floyd drains another one. 8 points for him, and Houston in front 97-75. This will be the Bulls' 3rd straight loss on the road. Livingston with his first basket, and will even their road record at 7-7.
They went on the road 3 times in December, won that first one in Cleveland, then lost to Detroit, lost to Milwaukee.
Buck Johnson, what an acrobatic shot that was, and then on the rebound, a loose ball foul called on Livingston. Yep, Cliff Livingston with his second. Timeout Rockets with 6:56 left to go. Houston still in front by 20, 97-77. Say, fans, here's a great opportunity to make a road trip with the Bulls the next time they're in Texas. Down in San Antonio to play David Robinson and the Spurs on January 31st. Airfare, deluxe accommodations, ground transportation, parties, and tickets for the game. Demand will be great. Spaces are limited, so call 312-939-1135 for reservations. 312-939-1135. The report on Hakeem Olajuwon, he will not return tonight, but apparently he is okay.
That's good news.
You bet. That's good news. Here's Thorpe in deep. Shoots it in over Grant. Otis Thorpe, 21 points tonight. His season high is 28.
At 4 at halftime.
Hodges finds Hobson. He misses the layup. Foul called. Hobson shoots 2.
Thorpe.
That's his 4th.
Comes MJ.
Michael's going to come back with 6:39 left, and the Bulls down 22.
Well, you know, Jimmy, Otis Thorpe had 2 in the first quarter, 4 at halftime, 15 in the third. He is just steadily taking over. Didn't look for a shot the whole night.
Yep. Dennis Hobson rims the free throw in. Jordan is coming in for Livingston.
Michael Jordan checks in the game with Livingston.
99-78. Houston the big lead. Hobson again. Thorpe the rebound. Otis Thorpe has taken over in the absence of Olajuwon. You're right.
He stepped right up.
Yep. 6:30 left. Alley-oop to Buck Johnson. Loose on the floor to Hobson. Bulls on the run. They got a 4-on-2. And Hodges rimming the long one, no good. Follow-up, Dennis Hobson. Rimming, no. Cleared by Otis Thorpe. Jordan an almost steal. Now Jamerson, who's in, works at front court for the Rockets. Outside Sleepy Floyd and a reach-in foul on Scottie Pippen, his third. The Bulls are over the limit with 6:07 left.
All those good things that the Bulls did early, Jim, those offensive rebounds, and took advantage of it.
That's only the fourth team foul. Yeah, you're right.
Took advantage of it and were able to put the ball back in the hole in second attempts. It's not been there.
Their shooting never was there all night. You're right. It was the second chance points that was keeping them in the ball game. And they continued the cold shooting and then didn't get the rebounds. Buck Johnson missing, and look who dunks it. Otis Thorpe, 23 points tonight. 19 in the second half, and Houston by 23 with 5:40 left. Craig Hodges missed one from Montgomery County. Grant, Pippen runs past Smith. Nice play by Scottie. He's got 9. Floyd doubled up. They defend the screen roll pretty well that time. Make the Rockets take time. 5:16 remaining. 101-80. Back to the Summit after these messages. On Saturday, February 16th, the New Jersey Nets are in the stadium. The first 10,000 fans receive a Bull squeeze bottle courtesy of Yummy Grams. Well, at the NBA meetings this summer, the Bulls are going to vote that the Houston Rockets be taken out of the NBA. They don't like to come here. They have been wiped out 2 years in a row here. Loose ball squirts away to Pippen. And Houston a re-steal. Adrian Caldwell the pickup there. Buck Johnson. Caldwell against the double team.
Oh, yo, Adrian.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, Adrian.
Terrell's his rebound. Buck Johnson feeds Floyd. Jamerson underneath to Caldwell. Can't get the dunk to go. Jordan a lob to Pippen. So Scottie Pippen hits double figures. 4:33 remaining. Sleepy Floyd says, I want it one-on-one, and Pippen poked it away from him, but to Johnson, and now Floyd to the hoop. Draws the foul. Oilers quarterback Warren Moon here watching.
He must have come with Mike McClure. I saw Mike here.
Mike McClure, the former publicist of the Bulls and longtime vice president of marketing with the White Sox and the Houston Oilers, back with the Oilers for the second time.
Well, really a three-guard look that we have seen, Jimmy, in the Detroit Pistons. We've seen it with Portland, and now we see it here. Vernon Maxwell, Kenny Smith, and Sleepy Floyd works pretty good, especially if you got a key guy in the middle like Olajuwon and a power forward like Otis Thorpe. Well, a missed free throw.
Even Michael Jordan is not immune from the lackluster play. It hasn't been a lackluster effort. It's been lackluster in terms of execution for the Bulls. Yeah. Thinking. Anderson on the miss. And Caldwell has it pop loose. Buck Johnson. Count it, and a foul on Pippen. And that play right there sums up the entire evening.
Picked up off the floor by Buck Johnson, and he has, missed one shot maybe?
Michael Jordan leaves. Scott Williams comes in.
Well, Michael came back in, and really all he did was get a couple assists, I believe, and get another shot at goal. He got one assist in the time he was there, so Buck Johnson goes to the line.
You don't think of the Houston Rockets as the Detroit Pistons, but this final verdict is going to be like the Pistons loss the Pistons win over the Bulls in Auburn Hills.
That's right. They threw a 40-point quarter at the Bulls by holding the Bulls to 18.
The Bulls scored 18 in the third here tonight. Horace Grant, and the rebound to Houston as Larry Smith takes it down. Will Perdue will be coming on for the Bulls momentarily. 3:39 remaining. Buck Johnson. Larry Smith. Horace Grant is fouled by Buck Johnson. That's his fifth. B.J. Armstrong coming back. Will Perdue enters the lineup for the first time, and a sellout crowd in the Summit heads for home.
So what a job they did rallying around their wounded warrior, Hakeem Olajuwon. He was their leader when he was in there with 20 points and 18 rebounds, Jim. And the guard stepped up.
You're right.
Thorpe stepped up.
They took a 14-point game, and they've blown it out to 23.
They did. They went with 3 guards and pick and roll.
10 to shoot. Scott Williams in no man's land for him, nor Armstrong, so BJ pulls up some slack to get in his range, and Buck Johnson the rebound. The Bulls are 35 for 91 in this game. Houston is 44 for 79. Caldwell missing. Pippen for 3. Jamerson corrals the loose ball. Dave Feidel ready to come on for the Rockets. 2:42 left. Buck Johnson. Scott Williams. Armstrong against Floyd.
Get out of here with that one. He was going on in, and Floyd just backpedaled and was able to flip it out. Scottie Pippen leaves the game now
with 11. Scottie finishes up 5 for 17. I'll tell you what, as Scottie Pippen goes, so go the Bulls. Their last loss, he was 2 for 16 at Detroit. Livingston. Perdue. Armstrong with 6 on the clock.
Somebody beat the clock.
So it's Livingston out of his range taking the shot. That's been the case all night too. Stick back for Scott Williams. When it's time to shoot the ball, the guy who has it isn't in position to shoot it. And if he is, he's out of his range. Jamerson. That's what they got him.
3, huh? That was a 3.
108.84 with 150 left. Off the drive, Hobson gets a dunk.
Well, the Bulls will be coming home tomorrow.
I'm going to stay another day. It's Floyd against Armstrong. Adrian Caldwell gets his own rebound. Sleepy Floyd has 11. 6 guys in double figures for the Rockets. Armstrong underneath in a dead end, ran into nothing. 1:15 remaining. Sleepy Floyd.
Whoa, airy.
That's a pass to Jamerson. And B.J. Armstrong the rebound in there amongst the big guys. It's a 3-on-2 advantage, and Will Perdue ahead of Feidel gets the layup. 1:10.88 and 1 minute left.
We want a timeout.
22nd timeout. Now they'll take the full because we have the dead ball. Timeout Houston with 1:01 left. And the Rockets in front by 22.
Best games from the remainder of this 91 schedule. Rockets office at 627. Reignited checks into the game.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Chicago Bulls and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Bulls. 23-point lead, a 22-point lead, I should say, for the Rockets, who have been in front by as many as 23, and we're inside of a minute left.
This could be their worst loss of the year.
Yep, 21 prior to this at Detroit.
3 seconds.
The last defeat.
3 seconds.
So with 49.5 remaining, the Bulls with the ball. And Milwaukee was winning at last report at home against Dallas. So the Bulls could lose a full game to the Bucks. Dennis Hobson, 10 on the shot clock. Dave Feidel the rebound. Jamerson. Floyd spots up, lines up David Stern's autograph. Sleepy Floyd with 13. 112.88.
Their top 6 guys all over have over 6 field goals.
Yep. Livingston off the bank.
With Livingston.
112-90. 16.3 remaining. Dave Jamerson brings it up against Hobson. Underneath, Caldwell for the dunk. A fitting exclamation point to this game.
Adrian is right. Adrian Caldwell.
Craig Hodges ahead to Livingston. Pumps the shot off the glass, and Purdue a dunk with 2.6 left. Houston has it in play, and this game is over. The Houston Rockets beat the Bulls by 22 points. A repeat of last year when the Bulls came in and slowly fell apart. The same thing happened tonight with this exception. The Rockets had to play through a game-ending injury to Hakeem Olajuwon at midway through the third when they were up 14. Not only did they play through it, they pulled away and won convincingly. 114-92. We'll recap after these messages.
7:40 a.m. You can hear Julian talk to Buck Johnson on the postgame show at KTRH on your way home.
The worst defeat of the season for the Bulls as they go down by 22 points. Phillips 66, powerful stuff tonight. Halftime entertainment. How about this? Oh, yeah.
Over 3 leapfroggers.
Well, the best thing for the Bulls to do is what they did last year when they licked their wounds coming out of here. As we look at Warren Moon, and that is to forget this one and get ready to play in the next one.
That's right, Jimmy. We go home, and we'll have Cleveland coming up Saturday. 55% for Houston, 39% for the Bulls. They were outscored in the second half big time, and that did it.
That did it as a sellout crowd enjoyed themselves. Hakeem Olajuwon injured in the third, but it's believed to be not serious. He missed the remainder of tonight's game, and the Rockets were able to pull away from a 14-point lead at that time to win it 114-92. Our next telecast on Channel 9 is Saturday night. Bulls home against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Bullseye at 7 o'clock Chicago time. We thank Skip Ellison, our producer-director, for Johnny Kerr. This is Jim Durham. Good night from Houston. Chicago Bulls basketball was brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft, cold filtered for real draft taste. So get out of the old and get into the cold. The Chicago Tribune, get in the game, pick up a trib. McDonald's, food, folks, and fun. You know the one, McDonald's, for food, folks, and fun. Your local Toyota dealers. I love what you do for me, Toyota.